Morning, hiya. My name's Ed and I work at the college in the catering and retail department. What I love to do when I get back home from work is get out in my garden, because I think it's really good for yourself. It gives you some good exercise and it's good for your mental stability as well. Getting out there and enjoying the nature, and you get to see what you've been growing as well. So today I've done a little short video of just a few things that could help you with your garden. So without further ado, I think we better get out there, aren't we? So let's put this coffee cup down, get out into that garden. Okay, so this is my garden. It's still very much a bit of work in progress, as you can see. Oh, there's Obi-Wan Kenobi. We've got quite a few things going on in here, but what we're going to do today is we're going to first of all try and prune this magnolia tree just over here. Okay, so what we're going to do first, we're going to start from the bottom up where Daisy's giving us a little wave down there. We're just going to trim some of these bottom branches off, and then we're going to just shape it so that we get a nice tree and we get some lovely flowers towards the top there. Hiya, so welcome back. We decided we're not going to trim this magnolia over here, but we're going to do this one just here. It's not really flowered this year, so first thing we need to do, health and safety, is pop our gloves on. You need some gloves on when you're pruning, just in case you nick yourself, because at the moment you really don't want to be going to A&E and the current crisis that's going on. So we've got our gloves on. I use quite thick gloves because I do quite a few heftier jobs with these in the garden. And you've got a nice pair of trimmers. There you go. Okay, so watch your fingers when you do this. We're going to work from the bottom up, and we've got some wood there. We're going to just chip that off, move that out of the way, and then chip that one off there, move it out of the way. And I think just for today we're going to take this one off as well. Okay, so what we've done there, we've trimmed it off. We've got a nice stem going up there, and then the flowers are going to come up from the bottom up, and then we're going to get a lovely set of flowers up there, and all the energy that was getting into these offshoots is now going back into the stem, and it's going to go back into the flowers. So hopefully this time next year we'll have some beautiful magnolias on the top of this. Okay, the second job we're going to do is a couple of weeks back I just sowed some random tomato seeds into this pot, and as you can see they've all come up quite well. But there's too many in this pot, so we're going to show you what we call in the gardening world as pricking out your tomatoes. We're going to take them, we're going to put them into a fresh pot, and eventually you're going to have lots of tomato plants. And is this just from one small pack of tomato seeds? How to prick out your tomatoes, it sounds a bit strange, but what we've done here is I've sown some tomato seeds into this pot about 3-4 weeks ago. I just randomly throw them in. If you're going to do it professionally, you do them in a little pot, and then you upgrade your pots each time. So as the tomato plant grows, you put them into a larger pot, and then a larger pot, until you put them into your big pot, and then you've got lovely loads of tomatoes. But for me, I just sowed these. I did it outside, I didn't do it in the greenhouse or anything. And look, already we've got plenty of tomato plants here. Now the problem we're going to have in this pot is there's too many plants in there. They're just going to feed off each other. Some are going to die, some are going to live, and you're going to have less tomatoes that way. So we're going to prick them out, and then we're going to space them out into this pot here. I'm just going to show you with a couple, and then you'll be able to do the rest at home. Now if you can't get tomato seeds, because it's a bit difficult now in the shops, if you've got any old tomatoes, just slice one open, take out the seeds, take them, try them out, plant them in a pot. A lot of people have got their own tomatoes just from the tomato seed from inside your own fridge, so you know it's worth having a go at that. So here we go. I'm going to pick one out. I use an old screwdriver really, so you can use anything. You've got an old lolly stick or anything like that. You just bury your screwdriver underneath, just tease out the soil. You're going to get that root. You see the root on there? Make sure that root's on there. And that's a little tiny tomato plant. About 6 weeks time, I'll be having tomatoes. So we alright, let me take this. Just make a little furrow there. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty on this one. And we'll put that one in there. Just put a little bit of water on. Not too much to begin with, just let them settle in there. But after today, you can water it a bit more vigorously. Okay, we'll just do one more. Again, you're looking for that root. You've got that big root on there, okay? So that's 2 tomato plants. You're talking about 10-15 tomatoes if they work. Well, 15 plants in there, talking 100 tomatoes, tomato soup, freeze your tomatoes as well. If you do freeze your tomatoes, when you defrost them, they will be mushy, so they're really good for sauces. But imagine the pasta sauces you can make with those defrosted tomatoes. Good, useful tip there. Okay, so we'll just put this last one in. There you go. Just cover him over a bit. This compost, by the way, is my own compost, my own old compost bin over there. It's never failed me so far. Okay, so you've had a couple of tips there, and just want to show you this. Basically, about two weeks ago over Easter, we had a compost bin here. We got rid of the compost bin. We spread the compost out a bit further down, and you can see down the bottom there, I've just edged the garden out a little bit further with a spade. It doesn't take much, just a spade and a bit of digging. We've planted a few plants around the hydrangea there, which is on the left hand side. And then if you just see behind those plants, I threw in a few wildflower seeds in there. Those wildflower seeds have come up now, and they're going to create a beautiful little wildflower meadow, which the bees are going to enjoy. If you've got kids, this is a great idea because it'll bring all the bees in, and they can see lots of colourful flowers in there. And then just at the back there, where we've reposted the washing line, I've put a pot over the washing line, and we've got a chrysanthemum in there, and behind it we've got some sweet pea flowers which will climb to about 3, 4, maybe even 5 feet, which will climb up the fence there, again attracting lots of bees, and they'll have a beautiful smell around the second composter bin there. So that's just an idea of a little something you can do. No matter how big or small your garden, there's always something you can do and create. So get out there, enjoy the nature, enjoy your gardens, and thanks very much for listening.